What is good, YouTube? This is King Shannanigans coming to you with our first interview ever.
Yeah.
We are set up in our ghetto ass apartment, but don't mind none of that. What's important is we have the most important addition to the rap game, Don Green.
Yo. House gang, what up?
Greenhouse gang, man.
And we special guest.
Kingsley,
Right.
Kingsley wants to be in the video.
You already know Kingsley, he's gonna be in and out. But the star of the show today is gonna be Don Green. We're gonna ask him a couple of questions. We're gonna see what he's working on right now, what's the next projects, all that. We're gonna get to know one of the best artists, the most underappreciated artist in the game. Okay? So Don Green,
What's happening, kid?
my man Don Green. Like, this is important, y'all. We got the first interview with somebody who's on their way to the top, right?
Okay.
So
little by little, baby steps.
Yeah.
So what's up, Don Green?
What's good?
What's good?
We just had a little massage. You feel me?
Right.
We up here, we live and direct. You know what I'm saying?
Feeling a little warm right now.
Word.
Chest warm.
Trying to get everything done, man. Trying to get everything completed, baby. You know how that is.
Don Green, talk to me, man. What you working on right now?
Finishing up preseason, finishing up the preseason.
Okay.
Pretty much this is project number 9 in my long arsenal of music. It's gonna be everywhere: Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon streaming, Google Play. Where you get your music at is where you get your music at is where you can get this at. You heard? So it's gonna be everywhere. Release date January. We're looking for a middle of January, you know what I'm saying? They're doing research.
Release date coming soon?
Yeah, coming very soon.
Y'all heard it.
Yeah.
So mid-January.
Mid-January, you feel me?
We've been fighting for a date for a long time, so y'all heard it. So tell me what preseason's about. Like, what was your goal with preseason?
Man, just to make music to inspire. That's it, man. That's all I ever do. Music is very uplifting and very inspiring to me. I actually got a tattoo on my arm. It's that's the main goal of it, man. You listen to preseason and you think, yo, I can definitely make it. I can do what I gotta do. I can get my goals, chase my goals, and all of that. That's pretty much the basis behind it, man. It's inspired by life itself. That's what I'm mostly inspired about is life. Looking back when I came in, I was telling you I was listening to some older music. Because it's a testimony to see where I'm at and to see where I'm going. And preseason is like the start of me actually taking this rap thing serious, you know what I'm saying? That's what the goal of that is. Again, people to listen to it and be like, yo, this is the start of something great. Even if you started something great, or y'all started something great, or whoever, Kingsley started something great, it's the pre of your season, you know what I'm saying?
Tell us the moment you felt like, you know what, music is something I want to do with my life. Like, that's what you wanted to make your career, it was your passion. When, or what age did you figure that out?
Started rapping when I was 9.
Okay.
So what happened? Spin bars on 9. So what happened was, originally I'm a drummer. So I was listening to, I got introduced to hip hop through Eminem. Now, nobody listened to Eminem in my household but me. But that's who I got, introduced with. And his stories and, the things that he was saying really resonated with me. I listened to that. And that, kind of inspired me to say, yo, I'm gonna do my thing. And then when I was in New Orleans, there was a guy by the name of Baby Tigger. I will never remember his real name. That's what we call him. But he inspired me to rap because he was like, yo, you got all these stories. You always writing, and let's put them on the rhythm. So we started rapping in New Orleans, and here we are now, man. So Eminem and Joe Budden, those are my 2 favorites. If you know me, you know that. Those are my 2 favorites. Shout out Everyday Struggle.
Okay, so you would say that your sound is a Joe Budden Eminem mixture, or who would you compare your sound to?
So if you put J. Cole in a booth rapping over Future beats, and then put Futuristic in the back to tell them if they like it, and Kanye made the beat, you have
y'all hear that?
You know what I'm saying?
That's like the best explanation of his music. If you really listen to it, that's literally what it is.
Literally what it is.
Out of all the songs that you've released, what do you feel is your best song and what do you feel is your worst song? Like a song that maybe you felt like, man, maybe I could have done better in this song, or I could have went a little harder in the booth. Like, what do you feel?
So this is how I answer that question. I'll say not necessarily song, but project. Right?
Oh, okay.
So my best project is While You Wait. Now, I was backstory, right? So backstory, I had a record deal, and turned to find out it was a fraud, and they were trying to steal my information. Dow Records, you know what I'm saying? Sharif King, I'm so glad you're locked up. But anyway, besides that, you know what I mean? While You Wait was a very pivotal point in my understanding of myself and understanding of my craft and what it is that I do and what I have to give to this world as far as a musician. Because While You Wait came out right before grind season. While You Wait was the first, time I was open on my projects. That was the first time I was open on it. It's the first time I got on the radio. One of my first performances in a long time. That was the first joint. That was the first project that I recorded at my house in my studio. We actually shout out to G White, best engineer in the game. Shout out to G White. The whole Commonwealth movement. But we actually set up and recorded the whole thing in 7 hours.
7 hours.
The whole project in 7 hours. It's continuous. I'm actually telling the story of this whole Down record situation. So that's my best project. My worst project is Green Eye 2. That's the second tape I put out after, of course, Green Eye 1. That's the worst project because there was like one good song and everything else was just trash.
What make you feel like it wasn't what it could have been?
Trash. Everybody has that one project that's just trash. Well, what it is, it lacked confidence. That was the time I was going through like a breakup, types of little high school drama. You know what I'm saying? High school drama. But yeah, that was a bad project, bad.
So did you know it was bad before you released it, and you're just like, I spent all this time, I'm just gonna release it, or did you listen to it after you released it and you're like, I could have done a little bit more?
I mean, of course I thought it was crack. I thought it was fire. I thought it was fire.
So it was later on.
Later on, I went back and I was like, man, this is terrible. It's all good though. You know what I'm saying? We here now.
As long as it's broke.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it. It's about growth. So I know you're a busy man. Besides making music, I know you gotta make this money to fund your dreams. Right? So how do you balance that work life with your music life?
It's all about time management, baby. That's what it's about. Wake up in the morning, get the bread. Shout out to the job, full-time joint, top salesman. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Top salesman.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna toot the horn. You know what I mean? But yeah, so wake up in the morning, go do that. Put 50 hours at the job, and then 20 hours into the craft. You know what I'm saying? It's all about
20 hours.
It's about time management. You got people out here that are running Fortune 500 companies and barely getting sleep. You got people out here who are really trying to get their dreams, make their dreams happen, and they're not getting sleep. So with that being said, I gotta be on the same. Sleep is cousin to death. Shout out to Nas. So it's a matter of looking at what's important. Is sleeping an extra 20 minutes more important than waking up and listening to the motivational videos? I don't think so. You're gonna be tired at work. That's why you got coffee. That's why you got breakfast. That's why you got hot tea, black tea, green tea, whatever it is, whatever your forte is. Mine is coffee, but that's why it is. It's all about time management. It's all about knowing that you grind in your 20s, you develop it, you settle out in your 30s, and you start living life at 40. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to start living life at 30. My plan is to have 7 figures by 35. That's my plan. I'm 26. You know what I'm saying? So I can't sleep. When I'm sleeping, there's people out here getting money. You feel me? So that's what it's about. It's about that time management.
So what would you tell a young man that's trying to be up and coming like you are in rap game? What would you tell him? What would be your advice to motivate him to keep going? Because a lot of people, they may feel like everybody's trying to rap these days. So what would you tell him or she to make sure they realize that they should keep following their dreams? To
find your voice in the smoke. There's so many, like you said, there's so many people out here that swear that they're musicians, that swear that they're rappers, that swear that they're singers, that swear that they're models. And there's no shade to any of them, no shade to none of them, you know what I'm saying? But there's so much smoke out there. So my best advice is to find your voice. Find who you are, tell your story. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is, if you rap about Star Wars, right? And there are 1 million people that like Star Wars music, guess what? You have 1 million fans. You know, it's not about having, not even a fan base. Now you have a community. Now you have people that, you know, really support what you're doing and trying to grow with you and you know, grow through you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing that I really appreciated with, you know, Joe Budden and with Eminem. I was able to watch myself grow through listening to their music. So now I go back and listen to them, and it's like, yo, I remember when I was listening to you when I'm here, and now I'm here listening to you now, you know what I'm saying, because I found my voice, and they had their voices, you know what I'm saying? So just find your way through the smoke, because the thing about it is, smoke and fog is gonna disappear.
In this day and age, there are a lot of rappers who doing their own thing, and they have a lot of influence over a lot of communities, social media. They role models to a lot of people, both positive and negative. So my question to you is, first, what does your rap do for you, and what do you want it to do for your listeners?
I mean, it keeps me focused, bro. Like, keeps me focused, man. Because the thing about you know, music, somebody's always listening, so you have to be mindful of what you say. In my opinion, as you know, somebody that focuses on the lyric aspect of this and not, you know, the images or just the beats. Like, I focus on what I say. So, you know, for me, it keeps me grounded. It keeps me humble. You know, it lets me realize that I do have, you know, an impact. That I do have an impact to people. You know, because people, like I said, people are listening to what it is that, not even just myself, but artists in general. And what I want people to understand is that you can be yourself. You don't gotta, you know, try to be the hardest cat on the block, or be the baddest joint, you know, with the fattest ass, or you don't have to do that to be successful. And I feel like, you know, Greenhouse Gang and my music is a reflection of that, because I'm myself. I am who I am, and that's what it is, and I'm gonna stand by that. So that's what I want my music to do for people, is make you feel like you can be who you are and just be comfortable in your skin.
Speaking of Greenhouse Gang, tell us a little bit more about it. You see the merch?
Right, the merch. You got merch on deck.
Yes, I do.
And tell them where you can get this merch at.
Absolutely. DawnGreen757.com. That is the site. That's where all the music is at, all the merchandise is at. But Greenhouse Gang is my company. It's my LLC. Greenhouse Gang, ENT. Gang is an acronym. It's for Grind and Never Give Up. You know, the reason why we're Greenhouse Gang, not even because, you know, it's Dawn Green, but the color green is a reflection of life. Everything in a greenhouse is growing and prospering, and everything that dies either because it's old or it wasn't supposed to be there. You know what I mean? So that's, you know, stresses in your life, depressions in your life, anything that you're going off, let that die out in the greenhouse, and let the things like success and prosperity grow. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we represent as a company and as a label, as an institution. You know, I've been doing this since I was 9 years old. I'm about to turn 26. And I'm still getting it in, you know what I'm saying? Because you can never give up on your dreams. You know, it takes, Oprah Winfrey got fired at 23, and look at where she is now because she didn't give up on herself. So that's what the company represents. You know, it's not about being the flyest dude or being the finest chick or none of that. It's not about that. It's about being who you are and becoming the best you that you can. So that's what we represent.
A lot of people only see the glitz and glam of the rap game, because music is an art, and we appreciate it as an art, so everybody gets to express themselves differently. But people forget to realize that there is a business aspect to the rap game, to music in general. So tell us about your experience with the business aspect of this. Like, how do you handle the business?
Well, of course I'm an artist first, businessman second. But what a lot of people fail to realize is that the most important aspect of this rap game is the business. Unfortunately speaking, like, it is the business. So you got to take it the same way you take the creative side of it. You got to take the business side of it. It takes a lot of money to run a machine. A lot of money to run a machine. So what I do is I put aside 25% of everything I make every month in a shoebox for this. Every month. It doesn't matter how much is made, how little was made, 25%. 10% on the first check, 15% on the second check. Advertising, studio time, you know, promotion, marketing, getting video shot, making content, getting merchandise, you know, getting your music onto platforms. All of that takes money and takes business mindset. You know, it all takes that. So it's the same thing. It's you know, not putting all your eggs into the creative side, but on the business side as well. You got it has. You can be the best rapper in life, the best rapper in life and never make it if your business side is not right, or you could be the worst and make it because your business side is. That over here, business, creativity. You know what I'm saying? So focus on that. Focus on getting the branding right, getting the music right after we figure out the plan. Well, how are we gonna get it out? How are we gonna do it? What's the plan? Okay, now we have the blueprint of this. Now let's focus on the content. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all heard it here first, man. Don Green,
yes,
he's
sir,
coming up, man. Check out preseason coming mid-January, okay?
We're shooting for January 15th, but don't quote me on that. I'm good for a release date change. But with mid-January, you find me on all medias at Don Green 757, wherever you go. DonGreen757.com, SoundCloud Don_Green. You know what I mean? I'm on your favorite Spotify list. I'm on your favorite title list. I'm on your favorite Apple Music list. You know what I'm saying? I'm on your girl's favorite list too. You know what I'm saying? Preseason coming soon. Mid-January. Greenhouse Gang, we out. You heard?
Appreciate you coming out,
Absolutely.
man. It's King Shannanigans with y'all first interview. If y'all want more interviews, if y'all interested in having interviews, let us know. Hit us up on our social media and check us out, man. We can make this work. But man, we all out. Y'all take care. Be safe. It's been real.